are going to go through every ailment there is. You can't be worrying about that, because if we can keep worrying about the trouble that the masses are in, we never cultivate anything among ourselves to get to the high level in which the masses going to be a part of. Because ultimately, all this shit got to be destroyed. This shit is over.
I am inevitable.
All right, we are live, ladies and gentlemen.
Live.
Yes,
Oh
indeed.
man,
Oh, we got a good,
it's a
we got a
lot
good
going
line.
on, y'all.
We got a fire live stream for y'all. So this is one of the ones. All right. Shout out to y'all that's tuning in. Back up here on the Night and Day Network. We got to get into this, man. We got to get into this Trump taking over
Make sure y'all
Venezuela.
like and share this. Like and share. This is one of the important live streams.
Yes,
We
please.
breaking
like
it down like no one else. Like it's something really big going on here, and people just ain't seeing it. They just seeing the surface level. But we about to break this down, man. It's about to be some serious stuff go down.
Facts. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on with this situation, and people didn't see it coming. I mean, it kind of already was floating around for for a while, but it wasn't like put out there until recently, until this invasion on Venezuela happened recently. But there's always been stuff going on behind the scenes, and some stuff floating to the surface. But yeah. So we gotta get into this, bro.
It's a takeover.
Take over.
This is what you call a takeover. It's about to get real serious out here, y'all. We about to break it down for you. It's some stuff going on behind the scenes that they just not telling everybody.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah. So y'all know Venezuela has been taken over by the United States, aka Trump, aka Israel's puppet boy.
Puppet boy.
Puppet boy. Pinocchio. Israel's Pinocchio.
There you go. Israel's Pinocchio with the orange skin and a blonde broom straw hay head ass nigga.
Yep. He's an effing agent, Frankie.
I'm just trying to share this live stream out just to but yeah, let's go ahead and get into it, man. I know that's about to come break it
We
down.
about to break this down. We about to break this down, y'all. So y'all make sure y'all share this. This is very and the thing is receipts behind it all.
Right.
Receipts behind it all.
All right.
First, let's dig into this him addressing the nation after he let's get into that.
After he didn't kidnap the president from Venezuela, him and
pretty
his wife.
Much. That's exactly what he did. That's exactly
he kidnapped
what they
did. Hey, why'd he take the wife? They took the wife too. Like he kidnapped the husband and the wife, the president.
We told
and his
y'all
wife.
last live stream. We told y'all last live stream that United States is a terrorist organization.
Right.
United States government now is a terrorist organization. It is no longer should be viewed as a government, and it's 100% rogue, and it's operating as a terrorist.
Right. Yo, can you imagine if someone came here and kidnapped Trump?
I was gonna get into that. I was gonna get into that. I was gonna get into that.
We the biggest. We're gonna save it. We're gonna save that one. All right, so let's go ahead and get into
let's
get into this
down first. Yeah.
Yep. Please make sure y'all hit that like button, please. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Okay, thank you very much. This is big stuff.
Big news. Big news.
We appreciate you being here. Late last night and early today, at my direction, the United States Armed Forces
kidnapped the president.
Conducted an extraordinary military operation in the capital of Venezuela. Overwhelming American military power, air, land, and sea, was used to launch a spectacular assault And it was an assault like people have not seen since World War II. It was a force against a heavily fortified military fortress in the heart of Caracas to bring outlaw dictator Nicolás Maduro to justice. This was one of the most stunning, effective, and powerful displays of American military might and competence in American history. And if you think about it, we've done some other good ones like the attack on Soleimani, the attack on al-Baghdadi, and
Big
the
Daddy.
obliteration and decimation of the Iran nuclear sites just recently in an operation known as Midnight Hammer, all perfectly executed and done. No nation in the world could achieve what America achieved yesterday, or frankly, in just a short period of time. All Venezuelan military capacities were rendered powerless as the men and women of our military, working with U.S. law enforcement, successfully captured Maduro in the dead of night. It was dark. The lights of Caracas were largely turned off due to a certain expertise that we have. It was dark and it was deadly. But captured along with his wife,
Though,
Celia Flores, both of whom now face American justice. Maduro and Flores have been indicted in the Southern District of New York, it's Jay Clayton, for their campaign of deadly narco-terrorism against the United States and its citizens. I want to thank the men and women of our military who achieved such an extraordinary success overnight with breathtaking speed, power, precision, and competence. You rarely see anything like it. You've seen some raids in this country that didn't go so well. They were an embarrassment. If you look back to Afghanistan, or if you look back to the Jimmy Carter days, they were different days. We're a respected country again, like never before. These highly trained warriors operating in collaboration with U.S. law enforcement caught them in a very ready position. They were waiting for us. They knew we had many ships out in the sea. We're just sort of waiting. They knew we were coming. So they were in what's called a ready position. But they were completely overwhelmed and very quickly incapacitated.
Are they, Trump?
If you would have seen what I saw last night, you would have been very impressed. I'm not sure that you'll ever get to see it, but it was an incredible thing to see. Not a single American service member was killed, and not a single piece of American equipment was lost. We had many helicopters, many planes, many people involved in that fight. But think of that, not one piece of military equipment was lost, not one service member was, more importantly, killed. The United States military is the strongest and most fearsome military on the planet by far, with capabilities and skills our enemies can scarcely begin to imagine. We have the best equipment anywhere in the world. There's no equipment like what we have. And you see that.
They bragging on some equipment.
Even if you just look at the boats, we've knocked out 97% of the drugs coming in by sea. 90%. Each boat kills 25, on average, 25,000 people. We knocked out 97%. And those drugs mostly come from a place called Venezuela. We're going to run the country until such time as we can do a safe, proper, and judicious transition. So we don't want to be involved with having somebody else get in, and we have the same situation that we had for the last long period of years. So we are going to run the country until such time as we can do a safe, can take place. So we're going to stay until such time as we're going to run it essentially until such time as a proper transition can take place. As everyone knows, the oil business in Venezuela has been a bust, a total bust for a long period of time. They were pumping almost nothing by comparison to what they could have been pumping and what could have taken place. We're going to have our very large United States oil companies, the biggest anywhere in the world, go in, spend billions of dollars, fix the badly broken infrastructure, the oil
And
infrastructure,
that, hold on, let me pause
and
this.
start making.
See,
I was
this is
just
what
about
it's
to tell
about.
you to do that.
Thi- This is what it's about. They're going country to country, snatching up all the resources. Their plan is to redevelop. That's why they really haven't went full force with the crypto shit yet, because they're still they still land grabbing territories. They trying to redevelop Africa. You got China going into Africa redeveloping. You know what I mean? So they going into these different countries and they taking them shits over basically just so they can redevelop and basically transition to the new system. Go ahead. What you was gonna say?
Now I want y'all to notice something. Like we told y'all last stream, for those of y'all who was tuned into our last live stream we did, which is a great one. Y'all should, if y'all haven't checked that out, make sure y'all check out the last live stream we did. We told y'all that the United States and Israel is the same country. They work hand in hand. Now, it seems like a lot of most of these countries that United States have beef with, Israel have beef with.
Hmm.
Now, there's one thing about Trump y'all have to notice. He is Israel. He's always worked with them. It was people have came out and said that Epstein have definitely worked with Israel. And I honestly believe, now this is theory. I honestly believe that Trump and Epstein definitely have had ties to blackmail important people so they can basically take over. So now mind you, Trump didn't get any approval from Congress to do this. He went into another, invaded another country and kidnapped a
Kidnap him and his
president and
wife.
his wife without
Fact.
the approval of Congress. That's moving like a dictator. And he's a dictator for Israel. And let me put y'all onto something. Something that Dick Gregory brought to our attention about the ties that Trump wears. Every time when Trump does a big move for Israel, he wears the light blue tie to
Yep.
let you know that it's for Israel, because that he's always worked with them. He's worked,
Hmm.
him and his family worked with them from the very beginning. That's the tie. That's why you see they saying Epstein was Mossad. If you don't know who Mossad is the Israeli intelligence, and how they work closely with the CIA. And they were saying that basically Epstein was going around blackmailing powerful people around the world so they could operate. The reason why you don't hear nothing from any other branches of the government, because most of them probably are most likely being blackmailed. The people who can stop Trump from doing what he's doing are being blackmailed, because Trump is basically another Epstein. He is they're basically were business partners. They do the same thing. That's how Trump was able to expand his businesses like that, because he got dirt on everybody. He has dirt on everybody
Yeah,
because
yeah, they do.
that's what Israel do, and they was able to integrate themselves into the United States and take over. Now, anybody know
Through
uh
blackmail.
through blackmail. Yeah, through blackmail. That's why they wanted Trump as president, so Trump could put a lid on this Epstein stuff. Because there is opposition against what Trump and Israel and all of them is doing, but it's hard, and they were about to be exposed. That's why they made sure Trump got in there to put a lid on all of this. And for some reason, he got the trust of the American people. People thought that Trump was going to save America from.
Right.
No, he was always one of them. He was always one of them. And one of the things is he always wears that light blue tie, because he wear either two or three ties, the red one, the light blue one, or a dark blue one. When he
Yeah.
wears that light blue tie, that's letting you know that he's in there speaking for Israel. Like when he dressed the nation about taking over Venezuela, he wore that light blue
Light blue
tie.
tie.
When
Yep.
he's up there with chilling with the matter of fact. Just play the clip. We'll show them, and
Yeah,
then
let's run the
just play the
clip.
clip. Run the clip.
Run that clip.
Loves
Pay
Israel
attention.
too. 2 seconds. 6 years ago, I was up here, and I said, "This is our first Jewish president." Now he's the first Jewish president to serve two not consecutive presidencies. We thank you
That's
for
right.
everything.
That's right. Bad things happened on the second one. Namely, the election was rigged. And we found out, and you see that happening. But
And you are the greatest president.
He
Peep
said
that?
it's our first Jewish president.
First Jewish president. You see the color of his tie that he's wearing. Now go back to
Yup.
where he's addressing the nation about
Nation.
Venezuela. Mind you, Venezuela and Israel had bad relations ever since they cut ties in 2009. They had
That
bad
blue tie.
relations, and then this current president that Trump kidnapped was going at Israel for what they was doing in Palestine. Like just complete enemies. Look at him. What tie is he wearing?
That blue tie. Yeah, because you gotta remember Venezuela they cut ties with Israel back in 2009. Colombia, 2009 is when they. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and run that footage real quick, just so you know what we're talking about. Let me grab this real quick. For y'all. Please make sure y'all double tapping the screen to like this video. Shout out to y'all whoever tuning in on Rumble as well. We are live on Rumble and YouTube at the same time. We figure we go live on Rumble about this as well. So let me see if I can pull this clip up. Did I send it? I don't think I sent it. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, let me go ahead and run this. Hold on. Heck. Ain't that something? Yeah, he damn sure got that blue tie on, showing his allegiance to Israel.
Showing his allegiance. That's
when
see,
he wear
they
that blue
speak to
tie
each other. They speak to each other
in
all the
languages,
time without speaking.
symbolism. Yep. Yeah, because it's you know what I mean. Like if you symbolism. They use their symbolism to communicate with each other, and the media as well. Like they can be communicating with someone in another country on national TV. We wouldn't know it because that's how they they symbolism and shit. Yeah, let me send this real quick. Yeah, this was a footage. This is from back in I think 2000. I think this is from 2009. I think this is from 2009. Let's see if I can pull this up.
More reaction on that story. Venezuela and Bolivia have both cut diplomatic ties with Israel to protest its military offensive in Gaza. The move came a week after Venezuela expelled the Israeli ambassador in a show of solidarity with the Palestinian people. My colleague Mike Patterson takes a closer look.
Venezuela released a statement on Wednesday saying the country is cutting diplomatic ties with Israel given the inhumane persecution of the Palestinian people. Caracas is also planning to denounce Israel's military actions at the International Court.
President Chavez's government agreed to definitely break relations, all types of relations, with the state of Israel. It also agreed to begin taking international action before the court so that these crimes do not go unpunished.
Also on Wednesday, Bolivian President Evo Morales announced his country was breaking off ties with Israel. Morales says he will ask the International Criminal Court to bring genocide charges against top Israeli officials.
Bolivia's government condemns these actions and suggests it should be an international court that takes up such matters as the Tribunal of International Justice and therefore should judge those who are responsible for this massacre.
Meanwhile, hundreds of civilians in Venezuela marched to protest the Israeli raids in Gaza. They also demanded stronger solidarity among Arab peoples with the Palestinians. The Venezuelan government has called on people to donate food and medicine for Palestinian youngsters in Gaza. Mike Patterson, CCTV.
So there you go. That shows you right there that back in 2009, Bolivia and Venezuela cut ties with Israel because of that, what they was doing over there in Palestine. Same thing they doing now. So Venezuela has always spoke up for the Palestine situation. Now it seems like that Israel spinning the block again and using Trump to basically go in and do what he did. He went in there and actually kidnapped the president and his wife. Can you imagine? And they talk about for war crimes and drugs. And can you imagine another country coming in here and kidnapping Trump and his wife?
Exactly.
Because
Ex-
because the
Exactly.
because the same crimes they charging him for is the same crimes America is guilty of.
Right.
Times 10. Times 10. So how
Times
would
a
that look?
thousand.
Yeah, so how would that look if someone came here and did that to them? Went straight to the White House, grabbed them up out of there, and took them, and took them to Venezuela or wherever country they at and put them in jail and charged them.
United States is a hypocritical nation.
Right.
Our government is hypocritical because Trump did the same thing that Saddam tried to do to Kuwait. Is the whole reason behind the war, Desert Storm in 1993, when the United States invaded Iraq to stop them from taking over the oil in Kuwait. We're doing the same exact thing that they did. We doing the same damn thing that Saddam did. You gotta think
Yeah,
about
and
it. We're the
right.
most hypocritical country. Like you said, what if another country don't like the way Trump or our government is running things, and they came up in here and kidnapped Trump
Officials
and
and their wife.
yeah,
Yeah.
started kidnapping officials and their wives and took over our whatever we have. We don't really have that many exports. We ain't really got nothing to take over. I guess we got
Yeah.
a little bit of oil in the United States, but not well. I guess we got a lot now thanks to Trump and Israel taking over Venezuela and whatnot. And
Right.
they're not going to stop there. So as you can see, this is really
You
a
said
takeover.
Bolivia. Hold
And
on, let me play. Yeah. Hmm.
like you
Yeah,
said
yeah, go ahead.
earlier, they about to rebuild infrastructure. And one of the biggest things they're about to do, we told y'all on this channel multiple times, they're about to start putting everything into on a blockchain. This is all going to be transferred, all that oil that's why they want to take over all these resources, because they want to tokenize everything. And once they
Right.
tokenize everything, they can centralize all the world's resources. That's what they want to do. They want to centralize all the world's resources on a blockchain so they can literally take it over in real time.
Yeah. So
And that's what's
basically, yeah,
happening. Why you
consolidate
think Trump
everything.
and them is so interested in crypto all of a sudden? Why you think we all of a sudden is crypto nation? Because with cryptocurrency, with crypt in the blockchain, you're able to tokenize real world assets and add it to a ledger to where the government has infinite control over it. Or any and they don't world government, whoever, have infinite control over all the assets in the world if it's centralized on a blockchain. Do you understand
Absolutely.
what's going on? That's what's happening. So they going around every country who's not willing to play ball. And I'm telling you right now, most of the countries who don't want to play ball, they don't want a central bank owned by the global bankers. They don't want them in their country. Venezuela did not want no central bank
Nope.
from that's ran by the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers. Let's just be real who it is in their country, because most countries that accept those banks in their country, they end up bankrupt and they end up owing these central banks. Like the United
Facts.
States government right now, we $38 trillion in debt because of those central banks. It's just the reality of what it is. And that's who Trump and Israel and all them niggas work for. They work for them. And that what they're trying to
Absolutely.
do, they're trying to tokenize every single asset
Asset.
on the planet and centralize it on something called the blockchain, Web3. And so they can actually take complete control over the world resources on these ledgers, on these
Facts.
digital ledgers. And that's
I,
their plan. And any country who's not going to play ball, they're invading them. And the reason why they're able to do that is because they blackmailed anyone who could stop it or would want to stop it. Or if they're not able to blackmail them, what they do, they just use force and propaganda.
yep. And a lot of those people is on the Epstein list as well. So You gotta realize
Exactly.
you gotta realize the play here. Now, bro just broke the whole play down to y'all. It was happening right before our eyes, and people was not talking about it. People simply
Mm-mm.
just ain't connecting the dots. See, that's because people don't have discernment and they don't know how to connect the dots. Everything is in our face. Nothing is hidden. You know what I mean? So all you got to do is discern and connect the dots. And like we said, they linking all this to the new financial system. They putting everything under one umbrella. This the whole one world system that they've been talking about for ages. They've been talking about this same system for ages. Now they wasn't unable to pull it off 100%, but now we living in a digital technological age. You know what I mean? So now they able to do it, a little bit, get their plan across a little bit more because this technological age where everything is consolidated, everything emerged, everything is consolidated, and they trying to put everything under one ruling, and that's the ruling class of the 1%. Yeah, I mean, that's of course, these different you know, different families and shit. Vatican plays a part in this as well, of course. You know what I mean? So
Oh
in
yeah,
the bank,
they at the
in the
top.
bank, yeah, Saudi is another one that plays a part in it. In the banking families.
Right,
Yeah,
right. And
yeah,
that's literally makes up the 1% that's ruling everything.
facts.
And their new plan is blockchain and artificial intelligence because they're integrating blockchain technology with artificial intelligence technology so they can monitor everything. And we're all the citizens of every country is being integrated into these databases that's going to be ran by AI that's going to affect us in real time. Everything we do. So this is an attack on everybody in the world. This is an attack
Yeah,
on everybody. They're planning to enslave us to this blockchain technology. That's what they want to do because everything, all your whole identity is online now. Everything you do is attached to an online persona, like you way you pay your bills, your medical records, everything. And
yeah, it's
then
your digital
once they
footprint.
open up these carbon taxes, which they really want to integrate this carbon taxes
Yeah,
type thing. So
facts.
basically, you have these carbon credits that you are allowed to have, so you can purchase everyday things. But if it exceeds the carbon credits, you won't be able to purchase certain things, and they're able to stop you from doing it because everybody's going to be connected to this digital blockchain where trillions and trillions, quadrillions of dollars is going to be ran through this blockchain every day, quadrillions of dollars, and it's going to be everything in the world tokenized and added to this ledger or these ledgers to where everything is tracked, traced, chipped, and everything we do in life is going to be basically attached to this blockchain. That's how they get global dominance.
And,
And
and
you,
like
I
you
mean,
said, yeah,
you got to be a
mhm,
fool not to see it at this point. You got to either be completely blind or just delusional. The only reason why they allow this technology to flourish the way it is because they allow it to flourish because that's what they're going to use to enslave us with, and they want us to accept it. So they make little cute technology for us, the phones, the computers, the laptops. Now they letting us have fun with artificial intelligence and all that. They got an agenda behind all that because first of all this technology, there's a back door in all of these technologies to where their agencies can tap into all this stuff at any given time. So if you become an enemy of the state, like Gene Hackman and Will Smith movie, they could tap into everything you do. Your phone, your computer, your Siris, your Alexas, your even your dishwasher and your freaking refrigerator they can tap into.
refrigerators are smart. Yeah, TV, your television, everything's smart that they could tap into.
Your
And the
your
matter of,
car.
and the thing about it, AI is running. The reason why they're able to do it at a faster rate, faster processor, because AI is monitoring it all. It's not enough humans to actually monitor. It's not enough manpower to monitor everything. So they have to depend on artificial intelligence to do it. So you got to realize artificial intelligence is making decisions. They're making decisions based off the programming that they was programmed to do. So you already know that artificial intelligence can't make moral decisions. So it's no more dealing with humans. It's just 100% dealing with artificial intelligence. And that artificial intelligence don't care about how you feel. It don't make moral judgments or make judgments based off of feelings. It just makes decisions based off how it was programmed. So this is the world. This is the new world that we adopted, because we all adopting it right now. So, and it's an inevitable thing that's happening here. This supposed to happen at this point, particular time in history. You know what I'm saying? Everything that's happening now is happening at the time it's supposed to happen. You know what I mean? So
Now, mind you, no one in the United States agreeing to this. Like, the American people have completely lost control of this government. This government is 100% rogue. Is 100% rogue. First of all, this government been turned against us when they issued the Patriot Act and all that, and started spying on Americans and all that. It, they been were enemies against us.
yeah, they
Now
sold
they
us
just
out in
acting.
1913 with the
Yeah, they
with the
sold us out.
federal
Yeah,
with the Federal
yeah,
Act.
and it built facts, and it built from there. Yup, 1913. Yup, with the IRS and the Fed, the Federal Reserve Bank, and basically confiscating all the gold and making them Federal Reserve notes, and then actually getting in contracts with the Treasury, getting in contracts with the central banks, and basically
Yep.
loaning us money for interest on the dollar that American citizens have to pay for in taxes. That's why our dollar is devaluing, and that's what
Yeah,
they
they
always wanted.
right.
They want the United States economy to crash, and then what's going to be the
1000%.
savior is going to be the cryptocurrency. They had these cryptocurrency. They had this blockchain, the technology for blockchain over 70 years ago. They had
Right.
they literally had the internet. Like, the blockchain was already created alongside the internet when they was using it in Nazi Germany and all of that.
Boy,
Even before
IBM.
that, even
Yeah,
be yup,
IBM.
they been had this technology. They were just holding on to it till they went through different phases and met their now they at the phase where they about to implement the blockchain, but they got to clean up everything first. What I mean by cleaning up, going to countries like Venezuela, stealing their oil reserves.
The
You know what I mean? Even
largest
it's even
oil
boils
reserve.
down yup. It even boils down to the music industry and all that, going to certain artists and be like, you better give me the rights to all your music and
Yeah,
all this
some of
type
your
of stuff,
masters.
because they want to consolidate everything on this blockchain technology. Everything is connected. It's all connected. It's all connected because they want everything on blockchain. Because once everything is 100% digital, they can track, trace, and basically take control of everything. Even the content you watch, it's hard to buy physical DVDs and stuff like that. Now everything's in the cloud and streaming. You stream everything now. Which once they take control of that, then they could control what you watch.
Right. Then they
They could
throw us
control
movies
what you
like
hear.
AI. What's the movie with Will Smith? Um, what's the
Which
movie
one?
with
I
Will Smith?
Robot.
I Robot, where he was like had like he was still living off the old ways of the old system, while AI fully took over, and he was still trying to live by the old ways and shit. And then at the end, he ended up just accepting it and joining the AI anyway, joining artificial intelligence anyway at the end. So it's
Transhumanism.
yeah. So it's kind of like that's how it is right now, where the people that was born before the internet and after the internet, um, our generation that was, you know, um, created before the internet was even, a thing, and now everyone just accepted it. Those before the internet and the new generation that was born after the internet, it just everybody accepted it now. It's like at the end you just gonna have to accept it. But it's like, all right, now that we know what's happening, how do where you fit at in this new system? How would you survive in a system like this? That's how you gotta really analyze it. And all right, where do I fit at in this system? We're in a system like this. So now that's why they trying to implement uh you know um the currency where they putting everybody on a stipend and shit. What is it called again?
Universal basic income.
Universal basic income.
That's what it's
because
leading to.
that's where it's leading. Because if you have artificial intelligence doing most of the labor work, that's putting a lot of people out of business. And so it's like, how do how is you he'll how will humanity actually survive in a system like that? They just put everybody on a universal basic income where everybody's getting the same every month to survive. Everything's based off of credits too. So if your
And if
credits
you
run
say
out,
anything,
yeah, and if your
if
credits
you
run out
say
for
or do
certain things,
anything they
yeah,
don't like, you're done.
yeah, yeah, they do that now. Like they even condition us now to accept that because anything you say on the social media and you monetize, they could demonetize you and terminate you. So that's your livelihood right there gone. So they already conditioned us for that. So anything you say on social media is linked to your financials. It's linked to your finances too. So anything you say on social media, you're gonna get penalized. You ain't gonna be able to shop nowhere. You're not gonna be able to buy certain things because you've been penalized for something you said on social media. They trying to link all that shit together. That's the point we trying to make here, is that the reason why they making all these different moves because they want to redevelop this whole world and put it under that same umbrella where everybody is abiding by the same system.
Shoot, it
Good
ain't
luck
even
with that
people who
though.
just it ain't even just people who's getting money from social media. Even people who's working regular
Yeah,
gigs
yeah, well,
outside of
yeah,
social
right,
media
right.
is being penalized because a lot of managers and bosses and that they go on your social media profile, and if you say something they don't like, the company will fire you.
Yeah,
You
everything
they
is linked
they
to
look
that.
at your
Right.
social media profile and judge you by that. So yeah, it's we're
It's
definitely
called
falling
social
under that.
credit score.
Facts.
Social credit score. This that is based off the episode on Black Mirror on Netflix. But everything was
Facts.
that social credit. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna be able to fly, catch a flight or none of that shit because you've been penalized for something you said against the government. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now and that's another thing they trying to make too, a thing where if you saying anything against the American government, they gonna penalize you.
Or
They
Israeli
terminate,
government.
yeah, or Israel. They terminating the video, they striking people channels, taking shit down, terminating channels based off of shit people saying. Yeah, they
People's
conditioning us
getting
to
fired
censor
from their
shit.
regular gigs. People's getting fired from their regular gigs based off the some of the stuff they doing on social media. And some
Yeah.
people should, because some people do get on social media and
Yeah,
do
do too much.
outrageous things. Yeah, doing
Yeah,
too much. But then
yeah,
the system is going to abuse that
right.
because the agenda is to enslave all of us to that, and the universal basic income is just going to turn into carbon credits because that's why they want to push this, climate change and all that type of stuff because they're integrating carbon scores into everything we buy, our food, the cars we drive, the clothes we wear. Everything's going to have a carbon score, and if you run out of credits because they saying we're using too much carbon and we're creating too much carbon in the atmosphere, they're going to say basically you're not able to purchase this or fly there or drive here or do any of that because your carbon credits is too low. And then the thing is, we ain't going to be dependent on the regular industries. All the industries are collapsing because they're remaking them to be AI, artificial intelligence integrated, which means they're not going to need many humans anymore to run
Yes.
anything. So like, what are they going to do with the leftover humans? We're just going to be locked into this blockchain and controlled by artificial
Great.
intelligence. First, they need all the assets to go on these blockchains first so they can liquidate and move money through these blockchains. That's why they want the oil. That's why they want all the gold. That's why they want all the silver.
Yeah,
That's
they
why
could
they
put
want
it on
all
the
these music
blockchain.
artists. That's why they want the rights to all these music artists, music and all these movie companies. They all going to join the blockchain. And the blockchain is going to be connected to everything we do, our social media profiles, our medical records, our banking, where we shop at. Everything is going to be connected in real time. People like, well, how are they going to get through? That's so much data. How they going to get through all that data
Artificial
by
intelligence.
integrating it to artificial intelligence? That's what
Yeah,
it's
because
all.
these are
That's the big chess
supercomputers.
game right
Yeah.
there.
Supercomputers, faster
Quantum
processors.
supercomputers.
Yeah, faster
Quantum.
processors. So it can basically analyze and process data at a fucking light speed. At light
Facts.
speed. You know what I'm saying? The blink of an eye. Data could be processed. That's why they trying to make, where you can actually transfer money in seconds. You know what I'm saying? In a matter of seconds by using technology like Ripple. like the Ripple and XRP and all that shit. They trying to use that technology
Yep.
because they able to liquidate assets in a matter of seconds. They ain't gotta wait 2-3 weeks for the payment no more. You don't have to sit and wait for 2 weeks until you get your paycheck and all that. You're gonna be paid as you go. As you work, you're getting paid on the clock as you go, and it's going straight into your account. You ain't gonna have to wait 2 weeks for a paycheck. You know what I mean? Or none of that shit.
And all the assets can be liquidated in seconds. You know how
Right.
long it would take to liquidate a house or liquidate oil from Venezuela? You know how
Yeah,
long it
that's
would
three,
take to do
bro.
that, to
That's
turn that
three.
into cash,
Whew,
turn that into usable cash?
that's $300 billion
Blockchain
worth of oil,
technology,
bro.
right? Blockchain technology is able to liquidate the worth of oil in seconds because it is integrated with artificial intelligence, and it can actually liquidate everything, houses, rights, everything liquidated in seconds. That's why they want everything on the blockchain, so they'd be able to basically put a price tag on stuff you wasn't able to put a price tag on before. That's
And that's
why
crazy.
that's why they're using Trump in the United States to go around the world, and the countries that don't want to give up their assets, they're going to invade. That's why Trump said Colombia's next. He's going at Greenland, Colombia, all,
Oh,
all
let me play
different
that.
countries that
Oh yeah, let me play this real quick.
who's
Yeah,
not
let me
playing
play.
with them.
All right, let me play this real quick. That's the one where he's talking about.
Colombia is very sick too, run by a sick man who likes making cocaine and selling it to the United States, and he's not going to be doing it very long. Let me tell you.
What does that mean? He's not going to be doing it very long.
He's not doing it very long. He has cocaine mills and cocaine factories. He's not going to be doing it very long.
So there will be an operation by the U.S. and
It sounds good to me.
Secretary Rubio mentioned.
You know why? Because they kill a lot of people. Colombia is very sick too, run by a sick man who likes making cocaine and selling it to the United States, and he's not going to be doing it very long.
This motherfucker moving like a mob boss, mafia Don and shit, mafia Don Trump, Trumpiano and shit. This nigga say he ain't gonna be making it for long. He say he makes a lot of cocaine, but he ain't gonna be making it for long. Nigga, y'all, them motherfuckers been making and buying, selling cocaine to the United States forever. What the fuck he talk about now? Like he acting like they just started doing. Nigga, that shit been going on before when Trump was just in diapers and shit. Fuck is he talking about? Nigga,
And then Colombia president, he responded.
oh yeah, let me play that. Let
He
me play that.
responded to what Trump. Y'all
Yeah,
understand?
this
This
shit
is
is
a
like
war. This
this
is
shit
a
is like
war that's going
mafia.
on right now. This is literally a world war that's going on right now because there's a lot of countries that is not game to. They don't want this blockchain stuff to take over. They don't want United States invading their countries, going after their resources, because they know the end game. They know what they're trying to do. They want to consolidate everything. So people say, "Oh, it's about the oil. It's about this." It's not. It's about everything. They want
Yeah, right.
everything. They
Yeah,
want
for everything,
everything
y'all, not just oil.
consolidated to the blockchain. Everything. Gold, silver, industries,
Brent,
everything.
with Africa, they going in Africa, taking over the resources over there with the vibranium and all that shit. So everything they want, all sources, all resources put on the blockchain. That's what this shit is all about, y'all. That's at
Did
the
you say
end.
they
That's
take?
the
Did
end
you
goal.
say Did you say vibranium? Yeah, this nigga said vibranium.
Motherfucking
He's
vibranium and
stupid.
shit. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Black
exactly. If that
Panther
was
type
real, they
shit.
would even. Yup, they would
Yeah.
even put that on their facts.
Well, I mean, well, vibranium is just the symbolism of what. Yeah, I mean, that's the shit they make all the cell phones and shit with. The cell phones and all the tech, basically all the technology that they use. They use that. What is it called? In Africa, that uranium and shit. It was what's it, vibranium and Black Panther? But that's what that shit symbolized anyway, bro. So that's what I'm talking about.
Nah,
So
they
yeah,
use
they
uranium. Nah, uranium is used to make nuclear weapons and
now
energy.
what's the shit they using to make cell phones and the shit they over there in
Shit,
Africa,
nigga,
y'all.
gold, nigga. They use gold and
Well, nah,
silver, and
y'all know what
they use lithium.
yeah, I know lithium is one of the ingredients too that they use. But it's the shit I'm pretty sure somebody in the comments or in the
Gold,
chat gonna
silver, and
say
lithium is what they use.
it's something else. It's something anium. Is it titanium? It's something with anium on it. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure one of y'all know. But yeah, let me play this shit real quick. So this is Colombia's president responding to Donald Trump, basically, after he then ran up in Venezuela and kidnapped the wife and the president and shit.
I'll wait for you here if you want. I don't accept invasions. I don't accept missiles. I don't accept assassinations. I accept intelligence. Come here to talk with intelligence, and we will receive you, and we'll talk as equals and with real numbers, not with lies. Stop being fooled by the political mafias. Colombian, because they condemned us to 700,000 deaths, to being the most unequal country in the world, to don't threaten me. I'll wait for you here if you want. I don't accept invasions.
Yeah, they on some mafia shit. That's what he said. Mafia tactics. That's the shit that Trump and them using. They using mafia tactics. It's like giving you an offer you can't refuse type of shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like he Don Corleone and shit. He giving these motherfuckers offers they can't refuse. Like, that's why this president's saying, I see what he's saying. He's saying, all right, listen, I ain't trying to go to war with y'all niggas. We basically saying we can make a deal. Just come here and talk to us. We can make a deal. We don't want you just coming in here invading our country, stirring up shit, misplacing our citizens and doing, just come here and talk to us. So it seems like he ready to make a deal. That's basically all he's saying right here. Like, I know what motherfucker want to try and make a deal to keep from y'all coming there and bombing shit. Yeah, he's
Well, the
saying
thing is, the deal is never going to be fair.
yeah, he know that. He know that they're, but
Yeah.
he don't want to go to war. He don't want them coming in there striking and bombing shit and doing all that. So that's why, so he's basically stepping out in front of it now because he know Trump coming their way anyway. He just said Colombia. He said it's a guy making cocaine, selling it to Americans. He ain't gonna be doing that for long. He been doing that though, and y'all been dealing with him. America's been dealing with this guy with the cocaine and all that. It's nothing new. But now they making plays where they trying to take it's world dominance right now. It's like, listen, this the system we creating. Is either you gonna get down or lay down. Yeah, I mean, he like beans off goddamn state property and shit. Get down or lay down. Trump, like, get down or lay down. It's like you either gonna get down with us or we just gonna come take this shit over and we gonna make you play ball anyway. Yeah, I mean, so he's jumping out in front of it. I knew exactly. I ain't even watched this shit yet. I watched it live with y'all. But when he said what he said, I knew what he was saying. He said, listen, I don't want no smoke. I don't want y'all coming here bombing shit, just disrupting our country, and just come here and talk to me like an intelligent adult and we could work something out. So he wants to work something out. You could tell, let me play this shit again. You could tell he wants to work something out. Listen. But he don't want to look like he a punk neither, because he's like, you know what I mean? He ain't want to look like he a punk neither, because he still gotta, stand up for his country at the end of the day. So he can't really, say it in a way where he looks scared and all that shit. But
don't threaten me. I'll wait for you here if you want. I don't accept invasions. I don't accept missiles. I don't accept assassinations. I accept intelligence. Come here to talk with intelligence, and we will receive you, and we'll talk as equals and with real numbers, not with lies. Stop being fooled by the political mafias. Colombian, because they condemned us to 700,000 deaths, to being the most unequal country in the world, to don't threaten me. I'll wait for you here.
Yeah, the boy cop, yeah, he want to make that deal. Let me go switch back to this nigga real quick.
The
One
fact
more
that
time.
Trump.
One more time, real quick, and I'll let you get into it.
Colombia is very sick too, run by a sick man who likes making cocaine and selling it to the United States, and he's not going to be doing it very long. Let me tell you.
What does that mean? He's not going to be doing it very long.
He's not doing it very long. He has cocaine mills and cocaine factories. He's not going to be doing it very long.
So there will be an operation by the U.S.
It sounds good to me.
Secretary Rubio mentioned.
He told me, boy ain't gonna be doing it for long. So he know he coming there. That's why boy hopped in front of it real quick and jumped right on the media. Like, hold on, this nigga coming our way. Hold on, let's just talk it out, bro. Don't come here striking, bombing, and bombing our cocaine factories and all that. Just come here and talk to us like a man. You know what I mean? So yeah, boy had to jump in front of that real quick. But yeah, man, go ahead. What you was gonna say?
The fact that the executive branch of the government has taken over all the branches, because he's not even getting approval from Congress or nothing to invade another country, is showing you that we're under a complete dictatorship right now. Fascism
Right.
also, because fascism is when the government and the corporations become one. And what did Trump say he going to do? He going to send oil companies over there to deal with the Venezuela oil refineries and all that. So he basically going, the oil companies of his choosing, or the people who's got him under the puppet strings of their choosing, and they're probably Rockefeller ran oil companies that's going to go over to Venezuela and basically divvy out all the oil over there, and these oil companies is going to make trillions of dollars, and it's going to be trillions of dollars of tokenized assets. Like you gotta think what's going on. This is a complete global takeover. They're actually tying up loose ends before this transition happened with the blockchain and cryptocurrency. That's what's going on here. Like they're going to every country now, and they're at the end of their phase. The phase of basically getting all the world assets on the blockchain so they could
Right.
control it. And
Facts.
that's what they're doing. You realize that's why it's saying Colombia's next and this country and that country. They already got their sights set on. They almost like Thanos when he was going around collecting all the goddamn power stones.
Right. Yeah.
When he
Right.
was collecting all the stones, that's basically what they're doing. And once they get it all, and they're close, they're very close. And the thing is, the reason why they went into Venezuela and kidnapped the president and his wife so aggressively, just to let the other countries know what's waiting for them if they don't take the deal.
Right. If they don't take that deal, that's why
Right.
Colombia boy jumped out in front of it, because he like, all right, we could make a deal. We just don't want you coming here. You know what I mean? Because Trump ain't really trying to talk like that. It's like we coming. It's like, you know what I mean? We just coming for you. Period. It's no really talking about it. Like he ain't talk to he wasn't looking to talk to Mandar. What's his name again? What was his name again?
Maduro.
Madero. He wasn't looking to talk to him. Look, he ain't talk to him. He just went strike this shit, kidnapped him and his wife, and brought these niggas to America, threw him right in the cell with Puffy. Threw him right in there where Diddy was at. You know what I mean? Threw his ass right in the
And
Brooklyn
it's crazy. It's crazy that people don't think this is highly alarming. When Nazis did it in 1930s, I mean, they got all the heat for it, but now you got Trump in the United States doing exactly what the Nazis did, and people ain't even batting an eye. People aren't even batting an eye. Like that goes to
Why is
show
that?
you that they already conquered the world. The world is so idiotic. And the thing is, most people like they think, oh, it's just about the gold or it's just about the oil. It's not just about those things. It's about all of it collectively. They already got us already. They
That's
are now we had the phase now. All right, what's next? After they conquer everything and tokenize everything, and then they going basically reveal who they really are. And by
right.
then it's gonna be too late.
That's crazy because I said this dude looked like Saddam Hussein, and they the same playbook. Look, I said Maduro looked like Saddam. Look, same playbook.
Hit me with the works. Iraq, Venezuela, go! We're giving them full opportunity to do it the easy way. And when it doesn't work, we'll do it the hard way.
If we could do things the easy way, that's fine. And if we have to do it the hard way, that's fine too.
Chemical weapons is a threat to the United States.
Fentanyl poses a chemical weapons threat to the United States.
Al-Qaeda terrorists inside Iraq.
Al-Qaeda of our hemisphere.
We can get rid of Saddam. It could really begin to transform the region.
There's an opportunity to transform the entire region.
Bringing freedom and democracy.
Democracy and freedom can serve as a
Beacon of hope.
Can all.
I'm not even. And peep this. They trying to now. They putting in the media, which is propaganda, that Venezuela is hiding a lot of Hezbollah people down there. Y'all niggas is lying with that shit. That's some lying ass shit. Ain't no goddamn Hezbollah hiding out in no goddamn Venezuela. Y'all on some bullshit. That's just another tactic. Yeah, it's just another tactic so y'all can take your asses in there. What y'all gonna say? Hezbollah hiding out in Colombia next? Bolivia? Who else? Whoever y'all trying to take over, y'all gonna say Hezbollah is there. Like, come on, bro. Somebody said that's not a lie. Even if they are there, that ain't the reason why they going there. Hezbollah ain't no
Facts.
goddamn threat to nobody. America's a more threat than any goddamn body.
When you
Hezbollah ain't
actually
no,
do the
no
research,
threat.
any terrorist organization or terrorist in the world, if you really do the research, you'll find out that those terrorists were ran by intelligence agencies, whether it's the Mossad, whether it's MI6 or the
MI6.
CIA.
Yep.
They're always ran by intelligence agencies, and
MI5,
it and it
MI6.
and it leaks down and it leaks into the the world's federal governments like MI5, FBI, all of them. So if you and the thing is, they show you all this. They brag about this in movies and TV shows. Like I said, one of the biggest ones that I'm watching right now is the Blacklist, and this is exactly the same. The fulcrum and the blacklist that exposed all the high level politicians and governments and stuff that's doing dirty things, called the
Yeah.
fulcrum, is the same thing as the Epstein list. So that
Same thing as Epstein shit.
yeah, so that's all that's going on here. It's a big playbook that they're using. It's a big playbook, and at the end game is world domination. That's the end. They got us all divided and say, oh, it's just they got us pinpointed on little things that adds up to the big thing. He's like, oh, you got some people, oh, it's just about the oil, oh, it's just about the gold, oh, it's about all of it. It's about all of it, because all of it is a piece to their puzzle of global domination.
Right.
This is about global domination. That's the end game. And people still don't see it. All the countries who didn't play ball, all the world leaders who didn't play ball, they're dead or in prison. They're dead or in prison. They did so many coups around the world, taking out so many leaders, and people was just not even paying attention. If you really do the research on these leaders that they took out, you'll find out they all had something in common. They did not want to deal with the central banks. They do not want to deal with Israel. And most of them don't want to use the United States dollar, because they know that the United States dollar is a pyramid scam. Fiat currency, it's a scheme.
All right.
They don't want their country to accept American dollars. They don't want their oil to be sold as attached to the United States dollar.
Right.
The countries who do have oil reserve, they don't want their oil to be liquidated into United States cash, because it's a scam. Like Americans, that's why the world look at us like we're so dumb. Americans are the dumbest on the planet. Our government is 100% rogue, and we still voting on the left and the right. We still believe that system is real, and our whole entire government has been compromised.
That system is real. You catch what I'm saying? That system is real. You know what I'm saying?
Like the American citizens, United States citizens, are the dumbest in the world. We're still paying taxes to a 100% rogue government. And our government is 100% terrorist. We go after countries for doing the stuff that we do. Like, you know how like United States is what you would call narcissists.
Basically.
United States and terrorists and hypocrites.
Narcissistic. Yeah, narcissistic behaviors. Yeah. We the only one dropped the bomb on Nagasaki, Hiroshima and shit. We going around trying to police the world about nuclear weapons and shit.
And we the only ones that dropped we trying to police the world on nuclear weapons, and we the only country that actually dropped nuclear weapons on a country.
That's crazy, ain't it?
On Hiroshima.
Yeah, that's crazy, ain't it?
In history, we the only ones that actually use the nuclear weapons. But we still allowed to have nuclear weapons. But Iran can't. Now, I don't want anybody to have nuclear weapons. But United States, this is crazy.
Everybody dies in the nuclear war. The fallout
that don't even make sense, right?
Yeah, the impact is just too crazy. Yeah, like we said, how would we feel if somebody came here kidnapping Trump and Melania out the goddamn White House? They just going in and kidnapping people out of their homes and shit out the kidnap the dude. They kidnapped the Venezuela president and the wife. That's crazy as hell to me, bro.
Look,
Man, it's
I hate when
crazy.
people come in here. I hate when people come in here and they try to take the focus. They be agents trying to take the focus off the main points that we're making by just bringing up shit that don't matter. Do you guys even know the difference between atomic and nuclear?
Yeah, they both
Yeah,
kill people. They both kill people.
nuclear is more stable and atomic is not. Atomic is not stable. We know the difference.
Yeah,
All
I don't
right.
really think that. I don't really
But
think that
what
matters.
do that matters at all? No, that
I
don't
don't even
matter to
think
what
that
we're
matters
talking about
for what
at
this shit
all.
we
That
talking
don't
about.
matter. That don't matter at all. None of that matters.
Yeah,
It's all
we ain't
programming
into
anyway.
we ain't into semantics. We don't
We
care
ain't
about
into all that.
semantics.
We don't give a shit
Yeah.
about any of that. We just letting y'all know the big picture and letting you know that United States government is rogue. United States government are terrorists. The United States government are hypocrites.
I can't believe he came here and hit us with the Coke and Pepsi challenge.
And
Difference
then Trump
between
on
Coke
there
and
talking about
Pepsi.
some Colombia and Venezuela is producing cocaine and all this type of, when the United States CIA been known to run cocaine out of these countries.
Yeah.
The CIA been running cocaine for years. How he gonna tell? And there was
That's what I
cocaine
said.
found in the
He
White
didn't.
House. Then there was cocaine found in the White House during the
Yeah,
Biden administration.
Hunter was in there sniffing. Hunter and
They
his
all
daddy.
were. All
Hunter
of
and
them.
his daddy was in there.
All of
Yeah,
them,
they had
man.
little
Everybody
cocaine
up in
parties
there.
in the Oval Office. Had
If we
cocaine on the
understood
desk.
how rogue this government is, you would know that all of them is in there sniffing coke.
And they all sniffing. They all on the Epstein client list. They
Yeah, how
sniff
Trump
coke.
gonna say, oh yeah, they're producing drugs
Nah, but
when the drugs are coming, when the drugs are being ran by the CIA.
but you would say that if you a gangster. You don't give a shit that somebody else is doing it. It's like we the only ones
Right.
supposed to be doing it. Like you gotta
Facts.
think of it from a mindset
Right.
of they operate like gangsters, like mafia shit. They operate like mafia, bro. It ain't about it shit. They don't give a fuck about being hypocrites because that's not how they operate. When you operate
Facts.
like a mob, like a mafia, it's like, all right, we gotta dominate this shit. It's like, all right, one family trying to dominate the other, or it's just gonna be a mob war. So the Trump mindset, he's moving like he a mafia don and shit. Yeah, he don't care
If
about
anyone in
he
here
don't.
talking about we're ignorant, then y'all obviously agents or you just very slow. And
I
I
mean, I
believe
don't.
a lot of they love sending agents in there trying to deflect people who talk the truth. And the thing is, the
Yeah,
truth
because
is so like you gotta be completely blind not to see the truth at this point.
I mean, it's a criminal organization. I mean, what more can you say? I mean, it's a crooked system. It's ran by mafioso basically. Fuckers, we don't need to be debating back and forth whether this or that. It is what it is. It's we living in an evil world. Niggas, organized crime is happening, and that's what the fuck it is. There's nothing else to it. What we got to be sitting here going back and forth about? Don't pull that Democrat Republican shit. It's all organized crime. That shit doesn't matter what the fuck you calling it. Bloods and Crips, it's still a gang, ain't it? No matter if they blue or red, they still operate like a gang, don't they? So that what is this back and forth we need to be even having? Yeah, I mean that's why I understand why people be arguing with politics like this shit ain't all organized crime. Y'all just like y'all. I don't be thinking people just don't have it all upstairs, man. They've been just programmed so deeply in their subconscious that they don't even know what the fuck
It's
going
a
on.
mixture of all of it. It's a mixture of all
Like what the
brainwashed
yeah,
individuals, a
like what the
mixture of
hell we talking
agents,
about?
agents being thrown in
Yeah.
there. Some people even like some of these people be bots. Like they got artificial intelligent bots that's so advanced that they're able to argue with you and have a whole conversation with you based off, you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
based off of artificial intelligence and what they programmed it to do. So a lot of this stuff a lot of these people on the internet don't even be real people. It be artificial intelligence.
Yeah, like they move on. This is organized crime we talking about, y'all. We got Y'all, it's shit hid under. It's politics, but it's organized crime. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the basis of what the fuck we talking about here. That's the basis of how they move it. This shit is all organized crime. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. The American people, are to blame also, because we just allowing our government to run rogue like this. Like we should be in the street. Like people should be not paying taxes. People should be in the street. We should be outraged.
now
We should be
don't let the
outraged. We're
right
too quiet. We're
quiet as
United
hell,
States.
bro.
We're too quiet
Quiet.
and we're just ignoring the fact that we let an executive branch do whatever they want. There's 3 branches of the government, and we're only in the executive branch is just doing everything. They're not even getting approval from no one else. They just that's literally a dictatorship.
Shit crazy.
That's literally a dictatorship, and we still don't see it. We still don't see it. It's crazy.
Yeah, this shit
And
crazy,
it's been like
bro.
that for a long time.
Yeah.
It's to the point where they don't even have to stage anything too big to invade countries anymore. It
Right.
seems like they just go on TV and say, they invade, and then go on TV and tell you why they invaded.
Right. They do it first. They don't even
use
give
right.
nobody a heads up. Right. They don't even
Nope.
give like it's like American citizens. The citizens don't have no say so in anything. Nothing. And the thing about it, would you have any say so on organized crime? We don't go around telling you know, motherfucking criminal organizations what to do. What makes you think they gonna be any different?
Somebody said, if you don't agree with the country you live in, why don't you leave? Nah, they need to leave. My
Fuck you
people is
mean we
indigenous.
leave?
Yeah, my
Yeah,
people is indigenous
leave.
here. My
Ain't
people is
nobody, we gonna
indigenous here.
leave.
We've been
Leave.
colonized and taken over. What the fuck you talking about? Leave. Leave where?
Leave.
Leave where? My family is indigenous to America.
Leave.
My family
leave
is
where?
by blood indigenous to this place. What do you mean fucking leave?
They need to leave.
Leave? Leave?
Where
and
we
the thing
going?
is, we're not even African. We're indigenous to we're indigenous to
Yeah,
America.
yeah, we're not
to these
African,
lands.
right? Yeah.
To this land.
When the land broke off and split, the land mass split, we just ended up on this side when the land mass
Leave.
split. You know what I mean? It wasn't we ain't get migrated here, none of that shit. We was already
Leave.
here. Yeah, we didn't migrate here.
What?
We was already here. When the land mass split after the flood and the land mass broke up, it just so happens that we ended up right here in Americas, right where we at. We ain't got
Our
to go
family
no
been here
goddamn where.
before it was called America.
All right, so I don't know what the
After
hell you talking
Amerigo
about.
Vespucci, another conqueror.
Right, I don't know what the hell you talking about. Leave. Nah, they need to leave. The hell, the criminals need to leave. The ones that
Facts.
conquer this country need to leave. Get their asses up out of here. You talking about leave?
Exactly. Leave.
You telling the wrong people to leave.
Facts. Definitely us. Definitely us.
Yeah, don't tell us to leave. Shit. That leave. If you don't like the country you living in, leave. This is my country.
Facts.
I was born here. My ancestors was born here in this country,
Indigenous to this land. Facts.
on this landmass. Where am I going? And where am I going?
Facts.
I know, no.
A lot of people don't even know their history, but we actually know our history. We actually know our family roots. We actually know we're indigenous, and this is not about no goddamn ancestry.com, that fake shit neither.
Nah.
We know from our family, being passed down from our family, we know that we are indigenous to this land. So leave where? Where the fuck we leaving to? You know what I'm saying? Leave. Leave where?
When I leave from here, I'm going to the upper room. Where Jesus?
This government is a complete terrorist organization.
Right. This shit crazy, bro. like straight up organized crime. Right. Tell them FBA, you leave. Right. Somehow leave. They
Leave.
said, right. Tell them FBA.
Leave.
They nigga talk about we leave. Nah, you leave. Right. It's crazy. Yo, we appreciate y'all, man. Make sure y'all definitely like double tap the screen, like this video. Man, like this video, share this video. I'm pretty sure we about to see a lot more of this shit happening. So we will be coming back live. Based on this subject, 'cause we know more shit about to come out. They about to make more moves. They about to pull off some more shit. They about to start going into other countries. We know that's what they about to do.
Yo,
Trump
that
said
just
Colombia.
triggered me.
I know, I see it there. I know.
Yo, that triggered the
It
hell out
triggers
of
you.
me. Somebody tell
Right.
no, especially us knowing that our family is literally indigenous to this land. That
Right.
made me even
Yeah,
more
leave.
mad, telling us to leave. We don't like the way our conquerors run things. Leave, huh?
Like the way you say, I don't like the way the Congress just leave. Yo, oh man.
Yo, that just pissed me
He said,
off, bro. That just pissed me off.
nah, I ain't say when the countries broke apart. I said when the landmass separated after the flood. The landmass separate because this it was all one landmass until it got the flood basically broke the landmass up and became seven different. Split into seven, which became the seven
Right,
continents.
right.
So that's what I'm saying. So I ain't saying that when the country broke apart, the landmass split into seven pieces. You know what I'm saying?
When yeah, a lot of people don't know that history.
That's why when it's the number seven is a significant number. So you know what I mean,
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that history.
yeah, that's a whole nother live stream. I ain't going into that shit. I see people say, "What the hell are you talking about?" I'm not going into that, man. I'm not going into that
Nah, we
shit.
ain't gotta go into that. Just know that the United States government
Do
is
you
a
do you
terrorist
listen?
organization. Know that
Right.
Trump is a puppet for Israel. Israel is the United States, and they going around tying up loose ends, and they taking over every country who's not for the new plan. The new plan is basically destroy, rebuild, and add everything to the blockchain and get everybody on a blockchain so they can have world dominance. That's all. That's what it's all about. That's the dark truth behind this shit.
Hmm.
That's the dark truth.
Yeah, we doomed. We fucking doomed, pretty
Oh
much.
yeah,
Uh,
it's finished. Yeah, they
yeah,
they
we
they
doomed.
accomplished their plan for the most part. They accomplished their plan for them. That's because they was able to dumb down. They was able to dumb down society so much, especially in the United States. And the thing is, it ain't gonna be smooth because it's just gonna lead to a post-apocalyptic. Because once they reveal what their true agenda was, which they're very close to, once everybody see the big picture and realize we all enslaved in this blockchain shit and artificial intelligence, then you're going to have people wanting to resist. And but then now it's going to be extremely hard to reverse it. It's going to literally take a global war to the point where everybody is fighting to try to get off of this shit. And they're going to be just fighting against each other still. Because you're going to have some people that's so weak-minded and is going to be all right with it. And you're going to have the other half of the population like, nah, I'm not all right with being enslaved to artificial intelligence and blockchain and all of that. And it's going to be just like a cataclysmic event that just and the world's going to basically go back to the Stone Ages, and then everything's going to reset.
Yeah, they always talk about the Great Reset.
That's basically
Yeah,
what's going to happen.
yeah,
And the United States is key because they waiting to get the Clarity Act through. Anybody know anything about crypto or blockchain? Their last thing they trying to get through is the Clarity Act. Once that go through,
regulated. Mhm.
yep. Once everything is regulated, and the United States become 100% digital, stable coin, then that's when everything is going to change. And we're almost there. We're about 85 to 90% there already. Maybe even more than that. That's why they're so aggressive right now. That's why they invade a country and then they let us know why they invaded. Back then they had to actually create propaganda and do this and do that to invade a country. Now they
I
just
know.
straight just invade and then after the fact say, oh, this is why we invaded. Like people don't even find that alarming. We just all right with it. Like we're just thinking like, oh, this is crazy to me. That's how I
We
know
just watched.
why.
We just watched. We just literally watched them kidnap a president from another country and his wife
Fact.
and bring the motherfuckers over here to American courts and
Right.
process their ass inside of American courts. Threw his ass
Without
in
the
American,
approval of Congress.
and, right? Threw his wife and her ass in American jail. Like we said, what happened? Somebody came here and kidnapped Trump and Melania and took their ass over there to another and just threw their ass in the jail. That shit wouldn't even look right. We were like, what the hell? Just what the hell?
Without the
That shit
approval of
without the
Congress. That's the
approval of
biggest thing.
Congress.
Like our
That's
government is
crazy to me, bro.
completely rogue now. It's not even a real government now. It's literally just a terrorist organization. I don't think people's processing that the United States government, especially Americans, for the Americans in here, your government is literally 100% rogue in a terrorist organization. Like,
Criminal organization.
are we processing this? Are we processing this? The United States government is a terrorist organization now, officially. I mean, it's been for years. The United States government been a terrorist for years. And we helped build up all the terrorists. We helped build up all the terrorists.
That's crazy, yo. That's crazy how we just witnessed this shit. And that people, like we said, people are just like desensitized to this shit, bro.
That's crazy to me.
People became desensitized. It's like that shit ain't even phase
Yeah,
people.
I realize it. I realize
All types of
people
war
are
crimes was, yeah, all types of war crimes was just committed. And then nobody even blinked the eye.
Nobody's blank. Yeah, that's why I said that. That's why I said they accomplished.
Yeah,
And the agents in here,
yeah.
they loving it, but they don't realize it eventually is going to backfire. It's working now. The people is distracted now, but what happens when the people do wake up to what's actually going on? They think it's just gonna. You think people just gonna listen after they conquer everything? It's not gonna work like that. It never did. This is going to be 100%. This is going to be 100% Stone Ages again. Because if these so-called they not elites to me, but these so-called individuals who trying to dominate the world, once they realize that it's not going to work in the end, they just going to collapse everything. They're going to basically collapse all the technology and everything. We're going to go right back to the Stone Ages. Because it's not going to work. This plan is not going to work. They're going to get to a certain point, which they have, but they're going to realize, at one point, they're going to realize, oh, this ain't going to work. They're going to have to go collapse everything and run underground. And the thing is, once they collapse everything, they're going to still use the technology for themselves underground, but everybody on the surface, it ain't going to have nothing. And they bragging about that type stuff in movies and TV shows. Like Leave the World Behind, that Netflix one. Then there's another one on Apple TV called Paradise. Like they showing us what they're going to do if things don't work out. They're going to send out an EMP attack, a global EMP attack, and collapse all the internet. That's what they're going to do.
Demolition
And
Man, right?
And it's only going to and the thing is, it's only going to affect the technology on the surface. But of course, they got underground bases and underground cities where they still going to be using the technology, but everybody on the surface is going to be living like basically in the Stone Age. Living like Fred Flintstone.
Yeah, remember that
Why
that
they
way.
underground living like the Jetsons? They gonna be underground living like the Jetsons, and everybody on the surface gonna be living like the damn Flintstones. Cause they plan ain't gonna work. They plan
Yeah,
ain't gonna. It's not gonna work.
nah, it's not gonna work.
It's
It's just
actually
there's too many.
delusional.
Yeah, it's just too many. There's just too many people in the world for them to even try to control billions of people and try to put them all under one system. That's not. No one that was ever able to conquer this ever in history. Not one person or one group was and able to conquer the world. You know what I mean? Put them all under one ruling. Never happened. Never will. It's not meant to happen. It's not meant to happen. Everyone that tried came along and failed at that shit. Every last one of them, and they end up either dead. I mean, put behind bars or end up dead trying this shit. So it's never worked.
No, it's not
Never
gonna
worked.
work.
It didn't work with none of the people throughout history. That shit ain't worked. Not Alexander the Great. Not no goddamn Caesar. No one ever conquers. Hitler's. None of these people ever conquered the world and took it over and put it under 100% dominance. Never, because it's not meant to happen. It's not.
And even if they did conquer, it don't last long.
Yeah, it's not gonna last that long.
It's not. Yeah, like they
They're gonna
they
meet
could pull it
resistance.
off
Yeah.
because people are dumb at first and naive. Most people on the planet is naive or slow or ignorance is bliss. You know how it goes. All of those things. Like they able to conquer but it's not going to last long at all. And when it goes south, it's going to go south fast, and everything is basically going to collapse. And we're going to be living in a damn stone age, and it's happened before because this is not the highest technological point that we ever seen on this planet. It's just the one that's recorded in the history that we know of. See, we think the history that was taught to us is the only history that exists.
Yeah.
That's how
Nah, that's
naive we are. We don't realize this planet have went through many phases of highly technological ages. Especially the people who so-called believe in the Darwin and all that bullshit, the evolution and all that bullshit. You think if we've been here for millions and millions and millions of years, you think this the only time that this planet have seen a highly technological age?
No.
Do you know how slow that sounds? You know how slow that sounds? So obviously there's been many times that this planet has, it's nothing new under the sun. There's been many times this planet have seen highly technological ages, and then of course the human heart never changed, even though the technology do. And you always got some idiot that want to come along and use that technology for world dominance. You think this the first time this happened on this planet? This is not the first time, and it will not be the last. There's many conquerors that try to conquer the world with technology, and that's recorded outside of the history that we know of. I can't believe how naive we are that we think the history that's been taught to us is the only history that exists. That's crazy to me. That goes to show you how small our thinking is and how small our world is, our worldview is, to think that currently in 2026, this is the most highly technological age that the planet have ever seen. Do you know how
No.
idiotic that is?
Yeah, that's impossible for us to be, in existence for thousands, millions of years, and just this is the highest technological age that we reached. Nah, everything just moves in a 360 degree. That's it. We just go in a circle. Build and destroy, build and destroy. It's always been build and destroy, dig up. Yeah, I mean, all the technology now is just shit that's dug up from the old and remodeled and repackaged and put. You know what I mean, that's it. That's all we doing is recycling the same shit over and over throughout the ages. Yeah, it's nothing new. It's nothing new. We just digging up old shit, and thousands of years from now, all the shit that turned to rubble now, that'll be turned to rubble in our time, be dug up and remodeled, research. They just remodel everything, and it'll be part of that technological age. That shit, yeah, it's just a repeat. That's it. 360-degree angle. There's no straight line. We're not moving in a straight line. This shit is on 360-degree.
I'm
Same
willing to
as
guarantee.
same. I
There's
mean, it's all in nature anyway. 360 degrees, all in nature. Seasons come and go.
right,
You know what
right,
I mean? That tells you right there that even the nature's telling you we're on a 360-degree angle.
right.
You know what I mean? The
Everything
moon, yeah,
have to
the
play
moon
out
go,
like that
yeah, like,
fast.
yeah, the sun sets and rise. You know what I mean? 24 hours around the clock. Like, so that's telling you right there is we're on a fucking wheel. We're on a hamster wheel.
Right.
So this is not the highest technological age we in. Never. They still don't even can't even figure out how the pyramids was built. That was a different technological age that those pyramids was built in that we still don't even have, you know, advanced knowledge of. We still don't even know how them shits was built. Can't figure it out. Technology wasn't the same then. Still can't figure it out.
Well, they sent armies all over the world through Alexander, through the Jesuits and all them to hide all that information of how all that the highly technological age. A lot of that stuff is buried in the vaults under the Vatican.
Right. It is in the You're right. It's
A
under
lot of that shit,
Vatican
and
and
they teach us in our schools that we come from riding horses and digging up stone and creating wheels out of stone and just discovered fire 6,000 years ago. That's the type of shit that they teach us, while they've got the real history buried. And it's still organizations on this planet that's underground that's using more even highly technological technology we can't even understand, and they've been hiding and using it. Like it's just not it. What we think is just not the truth. We gotta understand we all been programmed to believe stuff that's not true, and you gotta be naive. You gotta be naive to believe that the history they taught us globally is what it is.
All right.
From the people who believe we only got here 6,000 years ago and God created the earth 6,000 years ago, to the people who believe in evolution and we've been here for millions of years. It don't matter which one you believe. Just know that this is not the most highly technological age on this planet. Just know that. And the history that we've been taught is bogus. And then you got people confused with the whole people. You got some people who's using records that was dug up from different parts of the world as history. Then you got some people that's dependent on the Bible for 100% history, when the Bible ain't even supposed to be a historical book. If you actually read it, it's supposed to be like a spiritual book, but we're people's looking at it as historical. That's another thing. So that's why we don't even know our true history. And then the other history we learn from school, that's highly controlled. You can't believe any of that shit that you heard in school. And these scholars, most of these scholars, if a scholar was to come out and say the truth, he'd be banned. He won't be able to teach at no universities or none. And if the truth change things, they might even take him out.
There isn't no most technological age. That's the
Right.
gag. That's
It
the
ain't. Yeah,
gag.
there is no most. But that's what they
There's no
teach us,
most.
that this is the
Yeah,
most technological age. But yeah, that's bullshit.
yeah,
There isn't
yeah.
no most technological age.
There's nothing new
All
under
the
the sun.
technology. Yeah, the highest form of technology is right now is the human race.
The human race is humanity. Us, we are the highest form of technology.
For right now,
Yeah, like humans are the highest form of
that's
technology.
another whole live stream. I don't even want to get into that with
Yeah,
you.
yeah, I don't
But
want to get
just
into
know
that
that.
shit.
But the reason why
Yeah,
we was talking about technology is because the reason why they're invading all these different countries, the United States and along with Israel and all, because they want to get all the resources basically put onto the blockchain. That's their whole agenda. So they can centralize all of the resources on the planet into one place that they can control. And the best way they can do that is blockchain integrated with artificial intelligence. That's the dark truth. That's their end game. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all haven't already, please like this video and share it. And get this information out there, because I don't hear many people talking about this.
Yeah, they not talking about this. Like we said,
Yeah, not
Israel's
many people
tied up,
talking about this.
right? Boy, Trump out there doing his bidding for for Israel and shit. Pup, y'all, you know what I mean? Like a goddamn Pinocchio on the string and shit.
Oh yeah, play the video one more time and show. I
Yeah.
love Jewish president.
Oh yeah,
I
what
love
is that? Yeah, they
with his light blue Israeli tie on. Just to let you know that
right.
that's who he's aligned with. Dick Gregory tried to tell us that the red Trump tie and the blue Trump tie.
There you go. Hold on, y'all. Let's see if I can put it.
Loves Israel too. 2 seconds. 6 years ago, I was up here, and I said, "This is our first Jewish president." Now he's the first Jewish president to serve two not consecutive presidencies. We thank you for everything.
Yes, sir. Bad things happened on the second one. Namely, the election was rigged. And we found out, and you see that happening. But
And you are the greatest president.
That's the mob. That's Trumpiano, the mafia don and shit. Trumpiano. You know what I mean? Trappicaniano and shit. The mafia.
Trumpicaniano.
Yeah, Trumpicaniano, the mafia don. Right. Shit crazy. This thing I gotta
And the
play this
thing
shit
is,
one
we're
more
not
time.
like we ain't anti-Israeli people or anti. I'm for Israeli people and Palestine people. I'm for people, period. I just don't like their governments.
Yeah, we talking
I
about
believe that even the Palestine government sold their own people out. Israeli government sold their own people out.
It's not
The
the
American
citizens.
government sold their own people out. It's not the citizens. I don't have anything against people who Jewish or anybody who's Muslim or anybody who's I don't have anything against anyone. I would not go and like talk bad on a Israeli citizen or talk bad on a Palestinian. Or I'm not for any of that bullshit. I'm not it. I'm for people because you can't just judge a
Because the
whole
citizens
race
don't.
of people
Right.
based on what they corrupt ass government do.
Yeah, the citizens don't have no say so on how the road their government is. You know what
I
I
mean,
mean?
we actually do, but we just
supposed to.
don't have a backbone. But
Yeah.
how could we talk bad about Israeli government when we're American citizens? I mean, how could we talk bad about Israeli people going at their government? We're American citizens. Look what our government is doing.
Right.
Like we're not. Look. I mean, we're speaking out on this platform, but it's just not enough.
Yeah, it's not
It's
enough.
not enough. Yeah, it's not enough. It's not enough. More people have to get. You know what I mean? Take action. We just letting our government run rogue and do whatever they want. This man didn't even get approval from Congress before he did that shit. So that, which means he's going to do a lot more of it.
Yeah, he's gonna do a lot more of that shit before he up out of there.
Yeah, we're not. I'm not going to be. Oh, you racist or anti-Semite and all that. None of that. I ain't none of that shit. I'm just calling out corruption.
Yeah, it's about this. Yeah, because the organized crime element of the government is running rogue right now, and that's the main focus that we shine a light on, is that this government is operating like organized. It's organized crime. I ain't saying operating like it is what it is. It is organized crime.
You got criminals hiding under the banner of being Jewish. You got criminals hiding under the banner of being Christian. You got criminals hiding under the banner of being a Republican or a Democrat. They only using that as a cover.
Mm-hmm.
See,
at the front.
you got to be able to think outside of the box. See, they want us to attack. That's how they would have us. They would have us if we started just attacking Jewish people. Period. Like, oh, it's the Jews. No, it's not the Jews that's doing this. It's the corrupt Israeli government that's doing this. Judaism don't have nothing to do with the Israeli government is doing.
Not at all. And most of them don't even agree with that shit.
Most of them don't even
But the
practice no
citizens
real
gonna be,
Judaism.
yeah. Most of the citizens don't agree with the fuck the government is doing though. That's the point.
Facts.
They know they don't agree with that shit. They're not backing that. They're not backing that at all.
Right. Jewish is a religion.
Right.
Like, how could you be? How could you literally be anti-Semite against someone who's just practicing the Jewish religion? A lot of these people that they not Jewish by blood. How could you even determine that? How could you even determine that? Where's that gene at? Where is that gene? Where is that gene? It's a religion. Anybody could become Jewish.
Right. It's not an ethnicity. Exactly.
You could become a devout Jew and actually practice what the Torah says. Live it, breathe it.
Right.
They ain't got nothing that you could be black as night or white as snow and still be Jew. It don't matter. It's the brainwashing and the programming. And that Israel over there today is not the same Israel that's being talked about in the Bible. That's another thing people have to get through their head.
Yeah,
that is not the same. They are not the same at all. That Israel over there now was established in the 60s. Like that's not the Israel from the Bible.
Hell nah.
That's another thing. People don't. We just accept everything they tell us and not just look at the facts for what it is.
Right. Shit crazy.
Yeah, somebody said the Israelites are not a religion; they are nationality. Well, the Israelites, there's no where the Israelites don't even exist from the Bible right now. Where they at? People, and you got the Hebrew Israelite niggas saying, "Oh, the black and Hispanic and is the real Hebrew Israelite." We don't know that. We don't know that. And that's the thing. Still looking at the Bible as a history, a historical thing, when really it's a spiritual thing. So I don't even listen. I don't even listen to that. I don't even listen to that at all. There's no gene that anybody has identified that could identify us as a Hebrew or Israelite from the Bible.
Yeah, that can't determine.
Yeah, that's another. Yeah, come on, man. That's more brainwashing right there. That's more brainwashing right there. From this day and age, you could be a Jew based on your beliefs. And those people that's running the Israeli government over there, they're not real Jews. They are not real Jews. I don't know what the hell they are, but they just taking on the cover as Jews. Now they probably have citizens over there who actually really practice Judaism, and they will be considered Jews.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with that. But that government, that's like saying that the United States government is a Christian government, and that all them people in the offices over there in Washington D.C. and all that they're Christians, and it's United States is not a Christian nation, and the Israeli over there is not a Jewish nation. Though that government over there are not real Jews. I'm sorry, they're not. They're not. By their actions, they're not. Just like those people over there sitting in the Vatican, I don't consider them real Christians because they don't follow nothing. They don't really follow the true spiritual message of Christianity. They as wicked as they come over there.
Yeah, they be done. Yeah, they
So
practice.
these people are just wearing the label of these things. They're just wearing the label of these things, just so they could commit crimes under those labels. That's all they are. Because anything Muslim, Christian, or Jewish, those are spiritual concepts. Once the man get their hand on it, it becomes tainted. Once man get their hand in it and they start doing things that to benefit themselves, and they say that it's Christian or it's Muslim or it's Jewish or it's accepted by God. No, you're just committing crimes under the banner of those things. That's all that is, y'all.
All right.
So nobody could come on here and say that we're anti-Semite and all of that. Nope. I accept all those because there's truth in all those religions. It's man that tainted those things. It's truth in all those religions. It's just man that tainted them.
Facts.
Man, y'all haven't already. If y'all want to support what we doing here, man, make sure y'all like and share this and head over to nightandayherbals.com. We sell natural herbal products, CBD, natural soaps, body oils, and all of that. So if y'all want to support us and what we doing here, head over to nightandayherbals.com. We always got stuff on sale, especially join our newsletter. So you can get our newsletter and join our email list. That's nightandayherbals.com. Matter of fact, let's take them to a quick.
Yeah, take to a quick commercial.
If you crave nature but still shop online, Night and Day Herbals is your dream come true. Discover premium herbal soaps, shampoos, and CBD products. All organic, all for you. Shop now at nightandayherbals.com.
The link to our shop is pinned to the top of the chat. Let me post another link in the chat so y'all can get there from there too. Make sure y'all check us out. We definitely appreciate all of y'all who've been shopping with us. We definitely we shipping y'all stuff out, y'all natural products out. So if you haven't gotten them yet, you definitely should be getting them this week. Again, that's nightandayherbals.com. We got natural CBD grown without any pesticides or chemicals. We got soaps on there that's made from real herbs. You know, we got body oils. We got detoxes. We got it all. So if y'all haven't already, check out nightandayherbals.com. We definitely appreciate y'all.
Yeah, and on that, so we're gonna catch y'all on the next one. Yeah, we might have to come back live. Back on this, so make sure y'all subscribe to this channel and follow our other platforms, Night and Day Network on everything. On Rumble, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and all that. So we're gonna catch y'all on the next one, all right?
Peace.
If you crave nature but still shop online, Night and Day Herbals is your dream come true. Discover premium herbal soaps, shampoos, and CBD products. All organic, all for you. Shop now at nightandayherbals.com.